Greetings, everyone. My name is Derek Muhammad, and I was born and raised in Estill, South Carolina. Today marks the second in a series of videos that I will document a journey that's deeply personal, yet extends far beyond my family. In this video series, I'm here to expose a web of deception, land theft, and systematic abuse of power that has taken place right here in the heart of Hampton County. The first installment I'm naming or titling Rattlesnakes Don't Commit Suicide. This is a cryptic title for a story that unfolds like a gripping drama. To be honest with you, I wouldn't believe it myself if I wasn't truly living through it on a daily basis. Let's start with the heart of it. The passing of my grandmother, Sudie Gordon, in June of 2017. She left behind a legacy of land, a business, and personal assets that she meticulously distributed in a will and a trust, a clear roadmap for the descendants, which I'm one of. My mother, Maud Saunders, served as the executor of the estate, and she was my grandparents and my grandmother and grandfather's power attorney while they were living, a role that she carried for 20 years with honor. But here's where the plot thickens. Instead of a smooth transition, uh, a couple of my uncles, still associated with Gordon Logging Company in 2017, decided they were going to abruptly quit. Just walked off the job, parked the equipment in the yard, said we're done because of some inter fighting, I guess, between them and my mother. So this action almost dismantled the legacy that their parents and them had built for years. The attempt was clear to shutter Gordon Logging Company, leaving it to ruin. But despite the equipment repossessions, which my mother was mostly the guarantor for, and the financial strains, my mother, a stalwart of Gordon Logging Company for over 40 years, held the fort. The struggle, however, took its toll. This isn't just a family matter, it's a tale of resilience against disruption. Calculated disruption. In the quest for justice, my mother hired an attorney, Ann Kelly Russell, from the Moore and Van Allen law firm in Charleston, South Carolina, to navigate the huge legal and financial intricacies surrounding my grandmother's estate so that they can get it closed promptly. Little did we know this seemingly routine process will lead us down this twisted path. Crazy. So the plot thickens. I wasn't here at the time, but one of my cousins, Kelvin Gordon, decided that they were going to go over and take a brand new or nearly new tractor trailer truck that Gordon Logging Company legally and rightfully owns, and started driving it for another company that he owned. Astonishingly, when my mom called law enforcement, the local sheriff's department in Hampton County, then under former Sheriff T.C. Small's command, chalked it up as a mere family matter and told my mother she has to deal with it in house. This dismissal propelled my mother and her attorney into a legal battle and filed a lawsuit against Kelvin and the rest of the family. Sadly, this turbulent period escalated when my mother passed away just 9 months later, after my grandmother passed. Despite my grandparents' meticulous estate planning, dissent brewed within the family, as it does with all families I'm hearing from around the state as we travel. A will's purpose is to guide the devotees according to the decedent's last wishes. Yet not all relatives concurred with what they got. Is that a familiar tone? So the probate court in Hampton, steered by Sheila Odom, she's now retired, and her assistant judge, April Murdoch, I'll say that out loud, April Murdoch Schaefer, failed in their duty to administer my grandmother's estate properly. They disregarded the will for the most part and failed to recognize that the trust covering Gordon Logging Company was beyond their purview. That means they had no jurisdiction over Gordon Logging Company or its land assets. In ignorance or in collusion with other parties within the family, my grandmother's estate faced misappropriation. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to show you the documents. All right. So this lawsuit started to expose more deception and betrayal within the different organizations around the county. But look, man, this isn't my family story. It's really systematic issues that undermine Black-owned legacies. You have to help us like this. Join us to help us unveil the truth. Now, you may be asking yourself, what's going on 5, 6, 7 years later, Derek? Why are these two estates, my grandmother's and my mother's estate, are still open? Why? Because enter this story now antagonist, attorney Bud Ferry. He was appointed by Judge Keith Smith of the Allendale County Probate Court, taking control of our properties illegally. He knows that he cannot sign or not supposed to sign or administer anything that deals with Gordon Logging Company, Gordon Family Partnership. I'll get to the Gordon Family Partnership later. That's a whole nother saga. That's the question that we will unfold as we delve into this intricate layers of the story. I'm going to present the lawsuit. I'm going to show you each of these people that were involved, and I'm going to show you how deep this goes into the county of Hampton and the county of Allendale. We must expose these criminals. Thank you for joining this quest for truth. Like, share, ensure the story reaches those who need to hear it. Till next time, Derek Muhammad. Peace.